A little while back, Alec Baldwin was finally charged in the death of Halyna Hutchins, and now he's facing another legal battle in thought court. Is that where this one's going to end up playing out? Holy, check this one. Halyna Hutchins' parents and sister in Ukraine. Sorry, what? How did Russia and Ukraine end up working its way into here? Sue Alec Baldwin claiming she would have brought them. She definitely would have, bro. She definitely would have saved you from Ukraine. Holy, to the United States when war broke out, but was killed by the actor on the set of Rust. So, okay, Halyna definitely would have taken us out of Ukraine, but she was killed 3 months before the conflict peaked. Interesting tactic that you got here, and definitely not a money grab. Listen, Alec Baldwin is a hunk of garbage. I think he's a terrible person who has cast shade on entire swaths of the population, but this is a frivolous lawsuit, so let's roast some hoes here, shall we? The parents and sisters of cinematographer Halyna Hutchins are suing Alec Baldwin, claiming the cinematographer would have brought them to the US when war broke out in Ukraine if she was alive. Yeah, bro, I would have had a great story time with Dawn. I would have had a great relationship with my member of my extended family. I don't want to go into that because it's not a member of my... it's not my story to tell. Had they not been killed by a drunk driver, I would have had a great relationship with them if they hadn't been, yes, plowed 9 years before my birth. We would have done such great things together. Hutchins' family is being represented by, oh, I love this story, Gloria Allred. Oh, just the most insufferable feminist, who announced today at a press conference that they're seeking damages, emotional damages, from Baldwin in Los Angeles. Halyna's mother, Olga, of course, is a nurse. Wait, a nurse? And a nurse? Oh my God, come on! Treating the war wounded, and her sister, Svetlana, these are the most Ukrainian people ever. At home with her 2 young kids while her husband fights on the front lines. So there was amnesty for any of the women to leave. So I understand that Svetlana's being a good lady by, keeping the family together while her husband goes out there and dies because Zelensky can't get to a peace talk. But there's nothing actually stopping them from leaving outside of just duty. But they don't really seem all that concerned if there's a bag to go out there and catch. Holy, feminism literally infects everything. Family had not filed any immigration case or visa request, but no, Halyna would have taken care of that. Trust us, we know her. She good person, but she has hole in chest. But their attorneys say Halyna would not have allowed them to stay in a war if she was still alive. Yeah, we consulted our Ouija board, and our sister and daughter definitely wanted us to get out of there. Come on, she would have brought us to US when it was possible. Shout out. Okay, so that's Halyna on the right, and that's Svetlana on the left. And women of the West, take notice. 3 kids. 3 kids, and that bad bitch in the goddamn Coke t-shirt. Holy... 3 kids. What is stopping you from looking that good? She's living in Ukraine. She's living in the US. What's the difference? About 25 pounds. And that's the Ukrainian bubba right there. Holy. That looks like every one of my extended family. That's wild. That is absolutely wild. In a recorded statement, Halyna's sister Svetlana said, "To lose my sister was horrible experience and one of the biggest losses in my life. Even more devastating is to see the utter suffering of my parents and how their health has sharply declined." Yeah, no doubt, one of their daughters is dead. Svetlana said in a pre-recorded statement presented by Gloria Allred, which, come on, red flags aplenty. "It is for this reason that I'd like for those who are at fault for somebody to carry that responsibility, not just someone, but that very someone who is truly responsible." That we can agree with. Alec Baldwin was definitely, at least in part, responsible for your sister's death. That is still up for a court in New Mexico to figure out whenever that case goes in front of him. But he'll get a plea deal, whatever. It'll just ultimately end up landing on the very ample lap of Hannah Gutierrez Reed. I got the name right on that one. The armor and on the set of Rust that Alec ultimately ended up hiring. This is very complex, so there might be a plea deal, mostly because he's so famous and stuff, and he's going to have very good lawyers. But I also have identified another hole in the Hutchins family story, or whatever their last name actually is. Something with a lot of consonants and probably ends in an A or an ov. Let this go and let this be unpunished is unallowable. Yo, no Ukrainian broad saying unallowable. It would be wrong. We don't like that. It's bad. Allred said Baldwin has never contacted the family to apologize to them for shooting Halyna dead. Is he supposed to? And to be fair, it's like, I don't like Baldwin or anything like that, but does he have to call everybody? Does he have to, you know, just get a list of everybody? Does he have to call all the cousins? Just the sister? It's like, okay, how far out from the extended family? Like, he took Halyna's husband and kid out for Denny's the next day. He said he was real sorry about it. He cried on TV about it. We are now representing others in the family, mom, dad, and sister. Yeah, but I thought the dad ended up, oh no, right, that's the extended family overseas. There's been no settlement for them. Why are they entitled to that? I'm just wondering. There has been no outreach to them by Mr. Baldwin to even say he was sorry. We want accountability and justice for them in the form of how many millions of dollars. It's funny because they're claiming, oh, Halyna definitely would have 100% taken us out of Ukraine. She still has a husband alive. And yo, as long as the sister continues to look like that, there's definitely a spare room in the place in the event that she's looking for somebody to fill that hole in her life that her husband left. Oh no, she's definitely not looking like that anymore. She's starting to look like an old bubba. You better stay over there. Yo, I don't know why Gloria Allred's starting to look like she survived a nuclear holocaust. Holy. She's still mad about that big L that she took in the Bill Cosby case. Sucks to suck, I guess. Baldwin has been charged with 1 count of involuntary manslaughter and is awaiting his first court appearance. Family filed a lawsuit in Los Angeles. Of course, what does Los Angeles have to do? No, because Baldwin lives in New York. Where's your jurisdiction in Los Angeles? Like, that makes no sense. Alleging battery and loss of consortium, which seeks compensation for damages and to relationships. Yeah, she's dead. It's going to be really tough to have a relationship. Baldwin previously settled a wrongful death lawsuit filed by Halyna's widower, Matthew, making him the executive producer on the movie when it resumed production. Yo! Holy. Does he get points on the release? Because everybody's going to go want to see, you know, the Alec Baldwin snuff film that eventually gets released. Yo. New lawsuit comes after prosecution in New Mexico shared search warrants and probable cause affidavits against Baldwin that claim he was not paying attention to the weapons training. No, but he didn't pull the trigger. He said that. He told that to George Stroumboulopoulos, or Snuffleupagus, whatever his name is. It's not Stephanopoulos. It's a joke, folks. This entire video is a joke. They did not check the gun when he was holding before firing it towards Hutchins. Yeah, but it was everybody else's responsibility that they checked they checked the gun. Alec Baldwin, he didn't even know it was a gun. I had no idea it was a gun. I didn't point it at anybody. Yo, to be completely honest, man, it's like there's a husband who lost a wife. By all accounts, they were very much in love. A son that's going to grow up without his biological mother around. And the family that is stuck in the middle of Putin's war over there. But that's fine. If they don't get compensation from Alec Baldwin, they'll at least get it in the form United States taxpayer money. So you can get paid regardless. Just calm down. You'll have a golden roof on your war-torn house soon enough. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.